Greetings, Keishling. Skeish Prime here with my live reaction of Kingdom, Chapter 858. Alright. So we have a palindrome chapter. So we've got, crap. It's, Seikon, or I think is how I've been pronouncing it, here on the cover. So what exactly happens with him, I'm wondering? Is he actually going to take a shot at Shen? I mean, that's where he was kind of like stationed up for, right? So, Peak of the Ten Bows, Seikon. For what reason did he leave the battlefield? I mean, wasn't it so that he could travel relatively unseen? I mean, the whole thing of being a sniper, right? Is to not give away your location, but also to not be captured. A Battlefield with No End is the title. The bow is not about drawing, it's not about shooting. It is simply about seeing the result. Okay, so he's letting loose on what I can only assume is a lieutenant? The five senses working as one. Or maybe that's not a lieutenant. It's hard to tell. Pretty sure it was a nameless nobody. Connect with your result. If I am the bow, then I transcend it all. Merciless. Overwhelming slaughter. So he's just literally wreaking havoc on this battlefield. Which this might not even be the battlefield. This might just be like memories of a past war. It's natural. I shoot towards my result, and no one can escape it. On the battlefield, I shot down countless men. My allies lauded me with praise, but the enemies never ceased. So I shoot again and again. So he's realizing that his results aren't strong enough, is what it seems like. Yet they never cease. My allies are the same. They die and they die and they die, but they do not cease. Here there is no target. There's just nothing. So he's getting very disillusioned to war. In which case, at what do I aim my bow? And it's symbolized by not having any arrows in his quiver. When Roboku came to him. You lost your target, and so you left the battlefield. I did not lose it. I never had one to begin with. There was once a man much like you. He pursued the ultimate path, but realized the path didn't exist. He failed. Was that Seikugan, I wonder? Or, not Seikugan. Who the fuck is Seikugan? Hoken. My brain. Hogan, I've heard the tales. His path and mine differed, but he was a fellow path seeker. From what you say, your path is also one of saving others. I said no such thing. I merely said that I lacked a target to unleash my arrows upon. So that's your stance. You cannot be seen. Cannot be seen. Or what cannot be seen cannot be seen. I think more highly of Hogan. At last he pursued his path at the cost of his life and even came close. No, that man simply lacked foresight. What? People live and fight desperately, each according to their own circumstances and strengths. You and your unparalleled strength. What are you doing right here, right now? It sounds to me like you say that the strong should live for others' sakes. That way of thinking is the strong's arrogance. Dedicating your everything to save those being annihilated? How exactly can you call that arrogance? Oh. Roboku getting angry, that's not a common sight. You put yourself up too high, like Hoken. And King of Ken. In which case, can you see the path? What? I have no target ahead of me. I have no path. If you intend to bring me back, it must be because you yourself can see that path, Raboku. Whether I can see such a thing or not, those who resist with no relief, who cry out but are unheard, who are trampled by violence, I can save them. Such an answer suggests you cannot see the path. Yes, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. The path certainly exists somewhere, but you'll never be able to find it if from up high from afar. That conky, he said even I hadn't seen it. Oh. Interesting callback. The path can only be found by struggling and clawing in the middle. Middle? And you will find it. We'll all find it in the middle, struggling desperately. So is the middle supposed to be the struggling part? Like you have the ones that are just being totally decimated at the bottom. And then you have the ones up on high that decimate. No. Say that you will find it, Raboku. Huh? I understand. I will find it. So he wanted your true conviction. And that's what led him to agree to join again? But to do so, I will need your strength, Seikon. I'm not asking you to shoot down armies like you once did. A single quiver's worth will be enough. Oh my god. If you will shoot down the enemy's leaders for me, then we will crush the worst path, the one of kin's forced unification. This will be the first step towards our path. That is your target. Your words are well chosen. But my arrows will be merciless against those struggling desperately in the middle. Mercilessness will suffice against our enemies. I shall think for a few days. Leave me, Raboku. But whether I partake in this war or not, those words just now, do not forget them, Raboku. Okay, so enters the house. The son's there. Oh, this is when he's actually getting ready. Recently, when I focus and draw my bow, sometimes it's as if I hear voices around me. Raboku Dono is, one who guides along the path, Father. I wonder. I'm happy. What? I'm very confused to what all of that meant. Does he have the voice of all things? For the first time, I get to see the peak of the Timbos, Seikon, with war. Wait, is that actually... his son's actually getting to see him for the first time? How long has he been out of the freaking war game? With war, there is always a possibility you do not return. I understand. I entrust our house to you, Irie. I will oblige. Father, fortune be with you. Yes. We're here! Okay, so they're right on the edge of the Haishin battlefield. This is the battlefield of Haishin Unit and General Rishin. I was not particularly waiting for a guide to appear. I had no strong desire to return to the battlefield, and none to refrain either. That said, the fact that I have returned suggests, ride, yes sir, that there still remains something for me to do. If that is true, then guide me to it, Raboku. Guide me to the target my bow seeks. The Ken General Rishin is an accursed man who slew many Zhao generals, including Hoken of the Three Great Heavens. Oh, he stopped. Has he spotted him? Are there archers of renown in the enemy army? Wait, he can tell. The arrows of that unit are not wholly inadequate. Yeah, our boys. According to our reports, there are a pair of archer brothers. Wait. That's their full names? I don't remember their full names, but I guess it's been so long since the mention of their father, I forgot. Um, So-Kin and So-Tan. The younger one, Tan, slew our general Kidmo 7 years ago. Good lord, the fact that that's been that long ago. Um, and the older one has already slain many of our officers in this battle. So he has a little short-sighted target, as it were. Seeking a conclusion, Seikon returns to the battlefield, and standing in his way are two brothers who inherited the blood of the Ten Bows. Yes, their father was, what, the third, I think? Or was he? I forget. It's been so long since that was confirmed. Oh, my nose wants to run great. So we have them as his main target. I'm actually kind of wondering like, do they die? Does he die? I really don't know. I would assume Shin obviously doesn't. So if one of the brothers dies to save him, but then again, with it being a battle of essentially snipers at this point, it's like this battle is going to be a lot different than what we've really ever seen before, because it's such long range. Most people around them won't have a clue what's going on. Well, until they get struck by an arrow and then they're dead, so they really won't know what's going on. Huh. The whole, like, searching for a path and stuff is an interesting topic, but it's not one that I can always fully understand given the context that is given. So sorry if I can't really go deeper into that discussion. But the whole equating with Hoken and stuff kind of makes it seem a little understandable, but it's like a powerful person looking for a purpose, essentially. Hoken just wanted to be all powerful, but Seikon seems to more or less want to prove his own skill, but also achieve something greater than himself. At least that's kind of the context that I'm reading. Or not the context, but the vibe I'm kind of feeling off of him. Because, like, he used to take out whole armies and stuff. But now, he just has to take out particular targets, and that will be his purpose. Because it means saving Zhao. At least for the long term. Because by taking out the officers, the rest of the army starts to fall apart, and then Ken would have to retreat or to go into a berserker rage and probably all die. At least is the notion based on everything we've ever seen in the series. But, trying to think, what else is there? Yeah, interesting talk with Roboku. I don't really know what else to so, I guess for now, let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything, I don't know who that was. But anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Links down below for all my socials. And as always, later days. Until next time, Keishlings, draw your bow and be ready to fire with all of your strength.